Okay, so what we have here is, first off, I'll tell you what the story is. My girlfriend has a 6-year-old boy that loves Jason just as much as I do, and he wanted a mask. Well, all the masks are this size. They don't make them for children, and they're way too big. They're huge, so they wouldn't fit on his face. So I decided I was going to make him one. So what you have here is a child's version of a Jason mask. This took me about a week and a half. What I did was took a standard blank like this, just a boring blank, and measured his face and cut it down to size. You can't really tell because of the straps are on it, but it's about it's cut pretty much like right around there. And naturally, after you do that, you've got a much smaller version of the mask, but the holes are in the wrong place. So what I ended up having to do with that is you just take standard body filler. But before you do that, I suggest laying down some epoxy plastic and backing it with pieces of plastic to support the old holes, filling in those holes, sanding them down, and getting everything perfectly smooth. That way you can re-drill the holes to match the movie. So after these old holes are drilled, everything was sanded down, the paint job. The buckle is actually the strap I made out of an old belt, an old brown belt. Just cut it up into pieces. Just an old brown belt. And then took little buttons. First off, I cut the belt up, attached it, measured it the right size of his head, glued buttons to it and painted them accurately. Then attached some little swivel buttons there so that it stays. But yeah, and this is just for him. What I'm going to do now is put foam in the back here so that it's soft against his face. And that's it. This is one of a kind. Not another one like it because it's for a kid. You can see the size of my hand compared to it. A lot of time and work went into this. I'll do some other ones. This is a felt paint job that I'm going to have to redo. But yeah. So none of these are done at all or even close to being done. So that's it. I got some other cool little Jason stuff over here. Some books. There's a mask, little odds and ends. Nothing really rare or anything, but yeah. So if you want to do this, I'd advise you to clear your schedule depending on how detailed you want it. This particular mask is from Jason 7, the New Blood. I didn't quite get the chunk missing out of the left jawbone there that I would have liked to because of the size of the mask. I couldn't really do it, but yeah, turned out pretty good. He's going to be dressed as a little 6-year-old, 3-foot-tall Jason Voorhees whenever he goes with us to Comic-Con here in October, I think it is. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed.